Welcome back to the Manc Entrepreneur YouTube channel, and in today's episode I actually have some breaking news that Magento, the e-commerce platform, has built a direct integration into the Amazon marketplace. Now this is big news, and like I said, it's only been announced, well, at the time of you seeing this video live, it has only just been announced. And what this effectively means is that if you currently sell on using a Magento website, or you're familiar with Magento, you know, the back end, the platform, they've been working in the background to build a direct integration. So as part of the Magento platform, you're going to be able to list your products onto the Amazon marketplace. Now, this isn't a new thing. In a video last year, I talked about how Shopify had also announced an Amazon integration. However, Shopify's Amazon integration for me was a little bit like a light version, in that it only worked on Amazon.com and only transactions would work in US dollars. So for anyone outside of America or who was selling cross-border trade, it wasn't really a great release. It wasn't really a great announcement or a great integration. And this, I'm happy to say, is where Magento have seemingly excelled, as they have announced, like I said, in their press release, and I'll leave some links in the description below so you can find out all the details. But yeah, again, I've got the press release here. Product distribution: automatically match products and list them across Amazon's North American, APAC, which is Asia Pacific, and European marketplaces. Utilize advanced marketing tools to manage listings across marketplaces and increase sales by enhancing a listing's urgency. So look, cutting out all the techie talk, what this actually means is you are seemingly getting the full suite of Amazon marketplaces. You're getting Europe, so you're getting UK, Germany, the big ones, France, Italy as well. APAC, that could be Japan. More than that, it's going to mean Australia as well. And of course, North America, so Amazon.com. It seems like a much better solution than what Shopify announced last year. Also, they're bringing in, it looks like you'll be able to utilize things like Amazon strike-through pricing in order to increase sales, as well as detailed reporting on competitor pricing, and use tools designed to increase product visibility and sales. Also, deploy custom repricing tools to keep pricing competitive. This is a deep integration, and this is big news for anyone who currently sells on Magento. This is exciting times, especially if you don't currently sell onto Amazon. Why are you not, is my first question. But if you are not, Magento have just made this a lot simpler for you to get involved with. Now, to throw a little bit of history in here, this isn't new function. It is new functionality for Magento, but they're not really doing anything that can't already be done utilizing third-party tools. So being able to use Magento as multi-channel software is not new. It's not a new concept. In fact, about 5 years ago, Magento was owned by eBay, and eBay subsidized. Magento was a free download for majority of businesses. The big guys would use Enterprise, and that would, they get managers and all that sort of account managers and all that sort of stuff. But then there was third-party extensions such as Boost My Shop and M2E Pro, and they would add in eBay and Amazon functionality. And as far as I'm aware, they still do. Well, I know M2E Pro certainly does. I've not heard of Boost My Shop in a while, but I've not been looking for them either. And so this isn't, they're not breaking new ground here. Like, the ability to do this has always existed previously. What is new is the fact that it's now being built in to the Magento platform natively as a direct integration. No need for the third party to do the Amazon piece. It's going to be built into the Magento platform. And they're doing this properly. Like I said, it's across apparently all major marketplaces for Amazon, and it's great news. I got a quote here from Mark Lavelle, who is the CEO of Magento Commerce. And he said, with more than half of all consumers starting product searches directly on marketplaces like Amazon, this is a tremendous opportunity for merchants to help consumers discover their brand and buy their products. I totally agree. The enhanced capability from Magento helps merchants simplify the listing process and measure the value gained from this important channel. And that's the key part here, is for a lot of people, listing to Amazon can be the painful part. It's the, the title, description, images, getting everything laid out how Amazon wants it. The truth is that all of that data is already in. If you're using Magento, it's already there. It's already in your inventory page. It's already what's on your website. And now it sounds like, and this is again in the press release, leverage Amazon's extensive catalog data for storefront enhancements, filter navigation, blah, blah, blah. It will allow merchants to quickly, seamlessly sell through the Amazon marketplace using these features. So ultimately, it's got this integration, from what it sounds like, is going to make it very easy for Amazon and Magento to match up your inventory. So your inventory in Magento, they're going to be able to do probably through a barcode. If you use barcodes, that would be the easiest way. But to match up your inventory with the Amazon catalog and go, right, we now know what your product is. We can see what your price is. We can see how many you've got. Let's list them on Amazon. And I think this is great news. This is fantastic news. And again, for anyone who's not overly familiar with Magento, if you've been in e-commerce, I'd ask, where have you been? Again, speaking from their own spiel here, I can't clarify that these are accurate, but apparently Magento is the world's largest e-commerce platform, powering $155 billion worth in sales. Magento's a big deal, and there's, like I said, a couple of years ago, I spoke about Magento 1 and Magento 2 on this channel, and a bit of a confusion that came about. And me personally, I felt that Magento 2 was released a little bit soon, and in November, which was a very, very silly time to release new software for the majority of people's peak buying or selling. Sorry, the majority of merchants' peak selling season, just asking for things to go wrong. And then, I had people come to me saying, I've moved to Magento 2. How do I move back? And, Magento 2 was released too early. But as they've been, fixing it and making it better, and now with an Amazon integration, Magento all of a sudden has jumped in relevancy again. It's like Shopify was dominant last year. 2017, Shopify was so dominant. And they announced their Amazon integration. And yeah, it wasn't great, but it was better than nothing. Well, Magento have blown that out the water, in my opinion, and gone, this is what an Amazon integration looks like. There are a few questions which I do not have the answers to yet, but I'm sure they will come out in due course. The first is, for me, these are my questions. Will this be available on Magento 1.9, or is it purely going to be for Magento 2? We don't know at this moment. Oh, I've not had clarification. I have asked. I've not had clarification on that yet. Second one, will there be some sort of functionality to measure or report on your Amazon FBA? You're fulfilled by Amazon, so your stock levels, will that be able to, will you have a separate location for your FBA so you can see, will it track FBA sales, basically? Will we see an integration that deep or not? And what was the other one? When is this going to be released? All they've said is later this year. Let me find the exact words for you. The new capability will be more broadly available for all merchants on Magento Commerce and Magento Open Source version 2 later this year. Now, we don't know when that is, but this is ultimately a good move in a right direction. The next question is, what about eBay? Obviously, eBay and Magento have history. eBay used to own it. And if they've done an integration into Amazon, the next step into a true multi-channel platform. And arguably, you could say website and Amazon is multi-channel. You have more than one channel. But from my understanding of e-commerce and my experience, I think true multi-channel is eBay, Amazon, website. And I think if Magento, and understandably, Amazon should be the first one they went with. It's the bigger marketplace. It has the biggest audience. That's the one that most sellers are going to see biggest transactions on. eBay, I think, should be next. Will it be next? I don't know. But I think if you've built one for Amazon, you should build one for eBay, and make it. And then you are truly a platform to be reckoned with. And if the eBay integration is as good as the Amazon integration sounds on paper, Shopify will need to up their game in this multi-channel. I mean, don't get me wrong, Shopify does Shopify very, very well. But if you're doing e-commerce seriously, Magento just blows it out the water. And now with this, I mean, Magento's Amazon integration on paper blows Shopify's out of the water. What will Shopify do in retaliation or in response to this? We'll have to wait and see. But ultimately, this is great news. If you sell on Magento, keep your eyes and ears to the ground and sort of, you know, we will find out more over the next few weeks and months as to how this is all going to work. If you're currently using a third-party extension to sell onto Amazon through your Magento website, I would expect some. It's going to be interesting. You're probably going to get some communication shortly on what this means. I imagine that they're probably going to email you telling you why their extension is better. That will remain to be seen. But ultimately, this is a great move for Magento. Hat tip to the guys. They've done a great job on this announcement. It has, in my opinion, after a pretty quietish couple of years and with the Magento 2 launch, this I hope will propel them back into the main spotlight and to what is a fantastic platform to use for e-commerce. Guys, if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section down below. I'd love to help you in any way that I can. As I said, if you want more information about the press release or about an article on eSeller Cafe, links are in the description down below. Go and check those out. And if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe if you are new. I do try and keep you up to date with all the latest and greatest news from the world of e-commerce at least once or twice a week. To give you a heads up, I suspect we are going to see the eBay Spring update next week. I don't have that. I have no inside information on that. All that is my speculation. In which case, I imagine I will see you guys though then. Have a great weekend. Thank you for watching. And yeah, see you in the next video. Bye.